on today's video, we've got something new in from Rost Martin. Now, if you've been subscribed to my channel for any amount of time, you guys all know that I am a big fan of the Rost Martin RM1S. In fact, this is my everyday carry. I've got the Gideon Optics Rock on here and the Streamlight TLR7 HLX. Now, I met Stephanie from Rost Martin at SHOT Show 2024, and that is when they debuted the RM1S. We did a short video there at the booth. I talked to Stephanie for quite a while, and a couple months later, she was nice enough to send the RM1S out to the channel for a review. A few weeks after doing the review on the RM1S, I actually had Chris and Stephanie on the 740 show, and we talked to them for about an hour and a half about the company, about the RM1S, and their plans for the future. Now, while I was out walking around at SHOT Show 2025, I ran into Chris and Stephanie again, and they said, you have to stop over at the booth. We got a couple new things we want to show you. We went over there, we did a little filming at the booth, and now here we are about a month after SHOT Show, and Rost Martin was nice enough to send out their newest offering once again. So what we're going to do in today's video, we're going to head over to the other bench. We're going to do a full unboxing. We're going to go over all of the specs of the RM1S. I'm going to show you how the Optic mounting system works. And we're going to dive into the differences between the RM1S and the RM1S. Alright, we're over at the other bench and we're going to get this out of the box. Now, Rost Martin always does a really nice job with these boxes. So we'll lift the lid off. Now, the foam got a little tore up here. I did that. This did not come like this. What happened was I got the gun out. I was going over it. I put the extended mag in it. And before I took the mag out, I just stuck the gun back in. And I'm the one that damaged the foam. Other than that, it was in pristine condition when I got it. So here in the top, we have the gun. Let's go ahead and get the gun out. We're just going to do a quick safety check. The gun's clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. We'll set that off to the side. It does come with 2 magazines. We'll talk about these magazines here in a little bit. Then this foam tray will come out, and you have the owner's manual. Really nice manual. We have our lock. We have 2 extra back straps. And we have our Optic mounting plate, 2 Torx wrenches, and some screws. And we're going to talk about this later on. Alright, let's go over some of the specs on the RM1S. This has an overall length of 6.72 inches with a grip width of 1.1 inches. And the height on this is 4.4 inches with the flush fit mag. Now, the weight on the RM1S is 19.76 ounces, which is just a little bit lighter than the RM1S, which weighs in at 21.1 ounces. But I can tell you, holding both of these guns in my hand, this definitely does have a lighter feel to it. It has a black polymer frame with a steel slide and a 3.6-inch hammer-forged barrel. Now I want to talk a little bit about the magazine. So it does come with 2 mags. This is the 12-round mag. This is the flush fit. And it does come with a 15-round extended mag. This is what it looks like with the flush fit mag in it. And this is what it looks like with the extended mag in it. Now, as you can see, the 15-round mag has one of these mag sleeves on it. And this is to fill that gap in between the bottom of the frame and the base plate on the magazine. And that is what it looks like with the sleeve off of the mag. Now, what's cool about this is my 15-round flush fit mag from my RM1S. And from everything I can tell, this is the exact same mag they are using with the RM1S, other than putting the sleeve on it, and the sleeve fits my magazine from my RM1S. So, needless to say, you can use the RM1S mags that you already have as long as you have the spacer. And here is what my 17 round mag from my RM1C looks like with the mag sleeve. Now, I was just on the Rost Martin website, and as of right now, they do not have the option to buy these sleeves, but hopefully they will add these to the website. That way, when I want to take this to the range, I can use all 4 of my mags if I have a few extra mag sleeves. Now let's talk about the sights on the RM1S. So this does have a blacked out notched rear sight. It does have serrations on the back of the sight. And on the front, you have a white dot front sight. Now I went and grabbed the RM1C. I'm going to show you that this gun is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber. And what I want to show you are the sights that I have on this. So I went ahead and swapped out the factory sights for these suppressor height XS sights. And the reason I'm showing you this, these sights are made for the Springfield XD series of pistols, but the Springfield XD series aftermarket sights will work with the Rost Martin RM1C. And looking at the cuts on the RM1S, they look exactly the same, so you should be able to use any XD aftermarket sights with the RM1S. So let's do a little bit of a deep dive into this slide. So here in the front and in the back, you've got some really nice serrations in the slide. Very easy to grab a hold of and rack the slide from the front or the back. Now here across the top, you do have serrations all the way through here to cut down on the glare. And you do have 2 screws here holding on the plate that covers your optic cut. And here on the back, you do have a serrated back plate with a striker indicator, which is red right now. Pull the trigger and it goes black. Now, one of my favorite things about the RM1C and the RM1S is that this is a fully ambi striker fired gun. So we do have an ambi slide stop, slide lock, slide release, and we also have an ambi mag release that does not need to be switched around. You can drop your mag from this side or this side. And my next favorite thing with this gun, and this is something that they switched up between the RM1C and the RM1S, is the texturing right here. And we have that on both sides. If we grab our RM1C, as you can see here, this is all smooth right here. And this was one of my complaints with this gun when I first got it, was that I would have liked to have seen some more texturing. And they have taken care of that with the RM1S. Now, I really like the texturing that Rost Martin has used on the RM1S and the RM1C. We do have that texturing right here. Got a nice memory pad for your thumb ledge, whatever you want to call it. And this is not overly aggressive. For me, this is just about perfect. Now let's talk about how this gun feels in my hand. Now, I've got pretty big hands. I wear 2XL gloves. And as you can see, without a mag in this, I have nowhere to put my pinky. Now with the flush fit mag in here, I can get about half of my pinky on the gun. And with the 15 round extended mag, I can get a full grip on the pistol. Now for me personally, this is the way I prefer it. This feels really, really good in my hand. They do have a really nice undercut right here. And I can get a nice full grip on the gun. I like having this memory pad up here to put my thumb. This is definitely how I'm going to have to carry this pistol. Alright, I'm going to show you that this gun is clear, no mag, nothing in the chamber, because we are going to talk about the trigger on this. So the Rost Martin RM1C has a really nice trigger in it, and the same thing with the RM1S. So there's your take-up. It's a little bit gritty right now. The RM1C was the same way when I got it, but after I got a couple hundred rounds through it, it smoothed right out. It's not bad at all, but very little take-up. And you got a really nice, clean break. And my favorite part is the reset. Very audible, very short, and very tactile. It kind of pushes your finger forward, but just a really nice trigger on this. Now on the website, Rost Martin is saying that the trigger breaks at 5 pounds, so I went ahead and grabbed the Wheeler trigger pull scale, and we're going to test that for ourselves. Now I've already done this practicing, and a lot of it has to do with where you grab and pull the trigger, but as you can see right there, we're breaking at about 5¼ pounds. And I have done that multiple times off camera, and it always breaks between 5 and 6 pounds. It just depends on where I grab the trigger with the trigger pull scale. All right, let's talk about the Optic mounting system on this. I went ahead and took the cover plate off, and I went ahead and grabbed our mounting plate. Now, due to YouTube rules, I can't show you actually putting this on the gun. But if you look here, you've got a rectangle cut out right here. And if we look on the bottom of our mounting plate, you can see that is where that's going to sit. So let me throw this on off camera, and I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like. All right, I got the plate on here, and as you can see, it does hang over the slide just a little bit. I'll show you from this view. Now this particular plate does come with the gun, like I said at the beginning of the video, and this is for the RMR footprint. Now one cool thing about Rost Martin, if you do go to their website, you can buy different Optic plates. If you want to run a smaller dot with the RMSC footprint, they do have a plate for that. They also have a plate for the Dr. Noblex footprint, which is what the old Vortex Vipers and Venoms used. And they also have the Leupold Delta Point Pro Optic plate. And I personally think that they have a great price on the Optic plates. They come in right at 25 beans per plate. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about is the accessory rail on the RM1S and what lights that I have will fit this gun. Now, one of my favorite lights is the Streamlight TLR7 HLX that I have on the RM1C, and this light will not fit the RM1S. And I also tried putting the Phoenix GL06 on here, and it is too big for this pistol. Now, one light that I do have that fits on this is the Olight Balder Mini. I do believe is what this is called. I have had this light for years. Now this has the quick detach mount, and it also has the adjustable rail system. All right, there it is with the Olight mounted up on it. Here's the other side. So this light fits it fairly well, but this is not the light that I'm going to be using on this. So this is the light that I will be using on the RM1S. This is the Nitecore MPL 25. And this light also has the adjustable track system. All right, there is the RM1S with the MPL 25 mounted on it. And I think that just looks really good on here. Just looks like it was meant to be on this gun. And one other super cool thing about using the Nitecore light on the RM1S is this is my Warriorland holster for my RM1C and my Streamlight TLR7 HLX. And as you can see, this works very well with my gun. This is how I carry it. But I can also use this holster with my RM1S and the Nitecore light. Alright, I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover in this unboxing video. The only thing we have not talked about yet is the price on the RM1S. The MSRP on this is 469 beans, so the street price is probably going to be just a little bit lower. Now, as far as what we've got coming up with the RM1S, we're definitely going to be doing a review on this. I just have not decided yet whether I want to take it out for a first shots just like this, how it comes out of the box, and then take it back for a second video where we do the full review, where we get the light mounted on it and I pick out an optic that I want to run on this. Normally, anytime we get a new gun on the channel, we always do the 3 videos, so I'm sure that's probably what we'll end up doing with this. But other than that, that's all I've got for you in this video. So far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with this RM1S. And like I said, as long as I have this extended mag in here, this gun just feels great in my hand. So who knows, the RM1S might replace my RM1C for my everyday carry gun. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.